What's up, man? I was thinking about this. I know I made a video earlier, and Deontay Wilder got to come out and demand a rematch immediately, like immediately, immediate rematch. He needs to express that he needs this rematch no matter what. And I know that he wants to fight Anthony Joshua. Like I said, I wouldn't mind if he fight Anthony Joshua because it is for the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. It's that type of match, and that's what we want to see. We want to see undisputed, but he has unfinished business with the guy, in my opinion, who really won the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see the passion from Deontay Wilder demanding a rematch. Now, I'm pretty sure he will rematch Tyson Fury, but he's in the same he's in the same boat as when Mayweather had to rematch Maidana, when he had to rematch Jose Luis Castillo, when Andre Ward had to rematch Kovalev, when Roy Jones had to run it back with Tarver. It's because like I told people, the public perception, you know what I'm saying, is vastly on Fury's side of winning the fight. And when you have that, you have to correct it. You have to go in there and correct that. You know what I'm saying? And you have to go in there and have a like what Ward did, you know what I'm saying? And like what yeah, Fury won the fight. And like you know, Mayweather did in his own way versus Maidana, uh, and what Roy Jones attempted to do versus Tarver, but Tarver ended up, knocking him out in the second fight. You have to go in there and right that. If you don't do that, that stigma will be following you, attached to you, good, bad, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? It will attach to you and stick to your name. Um, I'm not down on Wilder in any way because it's a sporting event. Things happen. We have a winner and a loser. That's why we have sports, because we have a winner and a loser. It's a contest. You know what I'm saying? And boxing and combat sports is the ultimate contest. You know what I'm saying? And it's two men that go in the ring and they put it all on the line. Fury and Wilder, they put it all on the line. We had a draw. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the draw was just. I think Fury won the fight, and I think Fury won the fight hands down. Now, him getting knocked down uh, helped Wilder uh, look better in the fight than he really did. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Wilder has to run it back. You He's not going to get over this over time. It's not going to go away, and it's really not going to go away because of the history of the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? And you cannot walk around as the heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? And say, because the heavyweight is the pinnacle of boxing. It's the top. It's the mountain. It's the mountaintop. You cannot walk around. Now he cannot walk around and say he's the best heavyweight, because you have a heavyweight that bested you on Sunday. I mean, not Sunday, on Saturday night, in my opinion. He not only bested you, he took you to school. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that can happen if the right Fury showed up. I didn't know that Fury had that in him after 2 years of getting off the couch. So I couldn't pick him. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't come out and pick him based on the 2 years layoff, 2.5 year layoff, and based on everything else that happened. I just couldn't pick him based on that. So he not only did all that, overcame all that, and came back and bested you in a sport that Deontay Wilder was dominating. You know what I'm saying? If people really sit back and understand what really happened on Saturday, I know some people are still shocked about it. I'm not shocked because I knew that can happen if the right Fury showed up. So I'm not shocked, and I'm not saying Wilder got exposed as far as fighting Fury. No, he didn't get exposed because that Fury showed up. It just happened to show up on Saturday versus Deontay Wilder. It didn't show up really. I didn't see it in those two comeback opponents. You know what I'm saying? Fury fought, but it showed he was, maybe he was peaking, and maybe he peaked on that night. You know what I'm saying? So no, Wilder did not get exposed. What Wilder got exposed on was he didn't have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? When his plan A was not working, he clearly did not have a plan B. Now, to his credit, he came to the podium and he explained, what happened. What because he was the one in the ring. So he said that he was trying to knock Fury out, and that's why he didn't do. He said he had a game plan, and he didn't do the things that he needed to do as far as his game plan was. He said he abandoned. He essentially said he abandoned the game plan and he tried to knock the man out. So that's all on him. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: he should be demanding a he should to me in that ring he should have demanded a rematch. Now a lot of people say that Fury was looked all happy that it was a draw. No, 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 no. Deontay Wilder did not contest why it was a draw in that ring. He did not really contest it. He really wasn't angry about it. He didn't show like he was disgusted by the draw. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like to me that Wilder was relieved that it was a draw. Because fighters know when they lose fights, y'all. Like, they can tell you what they want to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You can make your own. No, they know when they lost the fight. The man lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I told people earlier on my earlier stream, if it was a street fight, he beat Fury, but it wasn't a street fight. Is a point system to this thing, man. This boxing is ran on a point system. It's not a street fight. You know what I'm saying? You can turn it into a street fight. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there. I mean, you can't body slam nobody or nothing like that, nothing like that. But you can go in there and you can brawl, do all that stuff. But it's points based. It's a point based system. It's round by round. And I'm gonna tell you how I did it round by round right now. Round one, 10-9 Wilder. Round two, 10-9 Fury. Round three, 10-9 Fury. Round four, 10-9 Fury. Round five, 10-9 Fury. And look, and people are saying, no, 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 you just said no. I was texting my dude. I was texting my dudes, and I was saying this is a whitewash. He's washing Wilder, and we were all texting back in groups saying, and I got the text to prove it. We were like, man, he is washing, and I think all of us on the line picked Wilder to win. I believe, yeah, we all picked Wilder to win, and we all picked Wilder to win by knockout. So I was just texting what I was seeing on the screen. I can't lie to my eyes, man. My eyes is telling me that he getting washed. Let me finish. Round six, 10-9 Fury. Round seven, 10-9 Fury. Round eight, 10-9 Fury. Round nine, 10-8 Wilder. That's when Wilder knocked him down. Round 10, 10-9 Fury. You can make a little discretion up in there, but I got Fury winning that round because even when Fury got knocked down in round nine, he came back in the later rounds. Now, in the late part of the round, now people will say, well, I'm gonna make that an even round. No, no, no. You can't make that an even round. That's 10-9. That's 10-8 Wilder. You can't make it an even round. He knocked the man down. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna go to round 11, 10-9 Fury. Round 12, 10-8 Wilder. And that's how I seen the fight. 9-3. 3 rounds to Wilder, 1, 9, and 12, and all the other rounds to Tyson Fury. He was giving him a boxing lesson, man. He was giving him a boxing lesson. You can't get around that. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't put a cute face on the pig. No, you can't put that lipstick on the pig and say it's cute. He outboxed him. But no, I'm not surprised he outboxed him. But I'm surprised how Deontay Wilder reacted to that. He did not react. He did not stifle that. You know what I'm saying? It just went on round after round after round. You know what I'm saying? Until Wilder got a knockdown. And look, everybody cannot be a hater of Wilder because when you give a critique or you criticize somebody or something, it's not hate, man. I mean, mine's not hate. I can speak for me. Mine is not hate. I'm just giving a point of view of what I seen on the screen. And it has nothing to do with hate or anything like that. I picked the man to win the fight by knockout. So how am I hating the man? You know what I'm saying? So how am I hating on the man if I pick the man to win by knockout and come out and say, hey, he lost the fight? So let's just move on because it's a sporting event and it was entertaining. It was one of the best heavyweight fights as far as entertainment goes. I'm still trying to figure out. I got to keep saying this. How that man got up from that second knockdown. That was tremendous. That showed a man. That showed a tremendous amount of heart, man. That man got up after that. You know what I'm saying? My hat goes off to Tyson Fury for getting up off of that. My hat goes off for Deontay Wilder for trying to close the show in the 12th round. A lot of fighters would have succumbed to them losing the fight and not even trying. Deontay Wilder tried to knock the man out. He did what he had to do. Now he didn't react. And then another thing, he did not react like he was supposed to react when Fury got up. I don't know if he was tired at that point. He could have been tired. You know what I'm saying? Because he just fought a physical 12 round, which he was. And like I told people, Fury was wearing him down because in the clinches, Fury was leaning on Wilder. He was making Wilder hold up his weight. He was leaning on Wilder, and I seen a couple times in those clinches, Fury was doing that boxing trick where he was squeezing Wilder's arms. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it was malicious or anything like that, but those are subtle things you can do to wear down a fighter when you're the bigger man. See, that's an advantage when you're a bigger man. If you don't use your advantage against a smaller guy, even though they both heavyweights, we all know that Fury came into the fight 255, 256, and Wilder came in 212. So that was a difference of what 30 something pounds. So that's 30 something pounds in a boxing match is a big difference because I used to fight. And I had a couple of professional fights, and I used to spar with smaller guys and bigger guys. And when you spar with bigger guys, even punching the bigger guy wears you out because you're punching a heavier object than punching somebody. Like I fought. Let me say, I used to spar. When I used to spar, and my weight was probably like 145. And when I sparred guys that were around my weight, like 150 or 140 or something like that, it was cool. But when I spar with somebody like 165, 170, 180, that's just hitting those guys. You know what I'm saying? Just punching them. It takes a toll out your body. You get winded, you get tired, you get physically drained more quicker than you would if you spar with somebody that was your weight. I can go with somebody my weight 12 rounds. Yeah, I'll be tired, but if I go 12 rounds with a guy that was 20 pounds heavier than me, I was exhausted. Like exhausted by round 9 and just carrying myself through the last 3 rounds. So yes, it's a big difference when you go in there and give up that much weight. Now, I remember, 3 or 4 years ago. I remember 3 years ago when Wilder was just rising up. You know what I'm saying? And we used to have discussions on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And we used to say, man, Wilder is a small heavyweight. But I remember people on the phone, on the line, used to say, well, it doesn't matter that he's small. You know what I'm saying? He's knocking everybody out. But you have to have foresight to say, you have to have some foresight to say, eventually him being that small, even though he's over 200 pounds, yes, he can still knock guys out. But when guys get physical with Wilder, you know what I'm saying? If a guy gets in there and get physical with him, lean on him, hold him, y'all don't think Klitschko could have beat him? Because Klitschko was the master of leaning on you and holding you and wearing you down. Klitschko would have wore Wilder down by physicality. You know what I'm saying? And Klitschko was the ultimate professional. You know what I'm saying? He knew all the tricks. Klitschko used to come in himself about what, 245? So Klitschko was a big heavyweight for his he was a bigger heavyweight than Deontay Wilder. So that's why I used to tell people that I believe Klitschko could have beat Wilder, but people used to say, well, they don't think Klitschko could have beat Wilder because Klitschko got a glass jaw. But Klitschko up until Klitschko when Klitschko fought Anthony Joshua, Klitschko did not hadn't touched the mat, hasn't wasn't knocked out for like 8 years. So he kind of rectified and learned how to hide his chin. He started fighting a little bit taller, and he started using his jab and keeping people at bay with that jab and that 1-2. You know what I'm saying? And that hook off the jab. So I believe Wilder would have had a hard time with Klitschko as well. It's just certain styles and Fury. See, it could be this case, even though Wilder go back and get the rematch, and I believe he needs to get that rematch, win, lose, or draw. But it could be the case that Fury's style is just all wrong for Deontay Wilder, because the things I seen in that fight to me really had nothing to do with Wilder just trying to knock him out. When Wilder could not even find the range on his jab when he did jab. Yes, he hit him a couple times, but he never got comfortable with his jab. He never found the range. And that's what I did in my breakdown. I said these fighters have to fight whoever established the range and mastered the range is going to win this fight. And that's what Fury did. Fury mastered the range. I thought personally that Wilder should have been all the way inside, hitting and testing Fury's body early, putting that body work in early, so you will slow Fury down for the later rounds, just in case it went that long. You know what I'm saying? But see, Wilder did not have that in his mind. In his mind, and I believe from the moment he signed to fight this fight, in his mind, he didn't see this fight going past 3 rounds. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and he definitely didn't see it going past 5. So he already kind of put himself behind the 8 ball, because he limited himself to, man, this fight ain't gonna go past 5. And then everybody was saying that, man, you gonna knock him out in 1 or 2 rounds, 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, when they came back to hurt him, he didn't do the necessary things to get the knockout. Now, if he come back in the rematch and uses his jab more and find the range on his jab, then he has a good chance of winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? It will help him in winning the fight. But I think Fury will win the fight the second time. I think it would be a little bit. I think he will win. I think it would be the same type of fight, but I don't think he will give Wilder the chance to land that right hand like he did in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Fury didn't really respect Deontay Wilder's power, but now he respects it because he know it can put him down and almost put him out. So now he respects it. So if y'all thought that he didn't really land his right hand in the first fight, and Fury didn't really respect it, now that Fury respects it and knows where it's coming from and how hard it is, he may make Wilder look even worse in the second fight. But Wilder has to go get that second. It's very important for Wilder to go get that second fight. You know what I'm saying? And prove to himself, more importantly, that he can beat Fury, and prove to us that he can pass that test, because he still have a test on the table that's a F. That it's a F on that paper. He has to go retake that test. You know what I'm saying? He has to turn that test in at least a B, at least, and win that fight by several rounds. And even then, if he don't knock Fury out, we got a trilogy. So he got unfinished business, but we'll see what he's gonna do, because they say that Eddie Hearn has come down to America and he's negotiating with Wilder and them about the fight between Joshua, which I said I don't have no problem with that. It's just, see, that fight right there, the building of that fight is different now because of the Fury fight. Before the Fury fight, that fight was looked upon as these are the two best heavyweights, and they fighting for the heavyweight undisputed crown, which will still be the case. But the public perception is, and I'm telling y'all, it can hurt that fight. The public perception can hurt that fight, because they're gonna say, y'all not the two best heavyweights. Wilder, you definitely not one of the two best heavyweights. Joshua, you may be, but Fury is should be in this fight. Fury is the second best heavyweight, and that's how I feel. I feel like Fury is the second best heavyweight. I believe Wilder has dropped down to third. That's just what it is. People will get mad about it. People will get upset about it, but that's just what it is. Wilder is now the third best heavyweight. No disrespect to Wilder. Wilder's still a great heavyweight. He's still a really good fighter. You know what I'm saying? It's just he's just number 3. Now he can capture number 2 again by beating Fury. And if he knocked Fury out, let's go to the Joshua fight. I mean, that's how I see it, But the man can do what he want with his career. He can do what he want. He don't have to worry about what we think, but that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Wilder's still number one. No, Wilder's not the. How is Wilder still the number one heavyweight? Now, look, you got your opinion. Everybody got their opinion. I'm not trying to change your mind. But my thing is this: how is Wilder still the number one heavyweight when a guy gets off the couch from 2.5 years of not fighting, killing his body with drugs, and getting up to 400 something pounds, and coming back fighting two warm ups that he didn't even use those caliber of warm ups to train for Wilder, and then outbox Wilder the way he did. Now, how you gonna tell me Wilder is still number one heavyweight? Because your boy, no. It's not my boy Anthony Joshua. No. My thing is this: Anthony Joshua and Wilder was the number one and two heavyweight. I had Anthony Joshua as the number one heavyweight. Anthony Joshua has three of the belts. No matter what y'all think, Anthony Joshua has three of the belts. He won three of those titles by fighting other men. He did not get those titles given to him. They were not given to him how some people are saying they were given to him. He beat guys. He beat Charles Martin, knocked him out. He knocked out Klitschko for another title. He beat Joseph Parker for the other title. And he did it in less fights than Deontay Wilder got the WBC title. He got three belts in less fights than Wilder got. Now let's tell the truth. Let's be truthful. It took Deontay Wilder a long time to get the WBC title. What, 30-something fights? It took Joshua under 25 fights to get all three of those titles he got. So that man earned those titles. He earned people respect. Now you can play this USA versus UK thing. That's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. I like the US. I'm picking Wilder to beat Joshua. You know what I'm saying? But Wilder have to make some. Wilder has to make some changes. Hey y'all, I have to go. I'll be right back. My wife calling y'all. I have to go. I'll be right back.